This week on NOMOFOMO, we're getting into
Pinot Noir,
Hangover Acting,
nails, hair, hips, heels,
Papa Oddly,
candy spelling as Tori spelling.
and Suzanne Summers' Estrogen Suppositories.
Do you mean Suppositories?
Let's get into it. Hey there, NOMOFOMO listeners.
We missed you.
Hello!
God.
We've been giving you so much FOMO.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We are not good to our namesake at all.
I know.
We are
This is
not.
all FOMO.
And we're going to change the name to All the FOMO.
This is Momo FOMO.
Mo.
Well, we're back together, our little holy trinity.
Guess who's back in the house?
That's right.
We're all back in the house, and we're so excited to be back. We're calling this our wine week.
Ooh la la.
That's our theme for the week.
I know.
Although I'm the only one having a glass of wine, so
Because, we're
Let's-
Vanjie like that.
let's
There's
talk
that.
about that.
So
Let's
there's
talk
that.
about that.
But let's talk about who we are. Who are you?
Well, I want to know, okay, who are you, and why are you not drinking wine?
Okay, my name is Kiki Carla. If you don't know what a Kiki is, look it up. Lock the door. Go ahead, go to the internets, get back to me. I have an elegant bottle of beer in my hand
Yes.
because this lady, she's expensive. So if the wine's not expensive, it doesn't go down this throat. Henny.
There you go.
Allie, who are you, and why are you not drinking wine?
I am A to the V, and I'm here. I'm happy. I've missed this. I really have. I've really missed this. And the reason why I am not drinking wine is because I am trying my hardest to do a 2-week no drinking detox. And I'm on day 4.
Okay.
Today's a Friday, and all I want is to chug a big old big old bottle of wine. Actually, forget about glass, but I'm doing my very hardest to refrain,
Okay.
to abstain.
Abstinence.
That's
You
it.
abstain from everything.
Well, my name is Jason, and I am drinking a little bit of wine.
Okay.
Because it's, it's part of the spirit. I wanted to get into the spirit of our theme for the
Yes.
week, and we're going to explore that a little bit. But it's a hard week.
It was a hard week.
It was a hard week, and you know what? It probably, by anybody's standards, was not that hard of a week, but we just came back from holidays, and so when you get back on Monday, and then you got to work like 4 days, but like you actually have to catch up from like the last 2 weeks because you were a complete slacker. That's why it was a little bit challenging.
Yes.
And I was like, where's my cocktail? Where's the pool? Why isn't happy hour starting?
Life is hard.
It is hard after a vacay. Life is tough.
But we're here. We'll survive.
Well,
Right?
we will. Great. I mean, just getting back into the swing of things after a holiday is always hard, no matter where you go, what you do. It's just like getting back into that grind.
Back to life, back to reality.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both,
and there you have the facts of life.
The facts of life. All right, what happened to us this week?
I'll go first because my shit's boring compared to your shit.
Ooh, I bet it's not.
Okay, let's hear it.
Ready?
I'm ready.
So I found my summer anthem.
Oh my God! Tell us more.
What is it? What is it?
Nails, hair, hips, heels. That's the name of the song. I'll
Todrick.
repeat it. Todrick Hall.
Todrick,
Yes.
yes.
Nails, hair, hips, heels. Children, repeat after me.
Nails, hair, hips, heels.
Thank you.
Ooh,
So the
wow.
song is about world peace. Just kidding.
Oh my God! Amazing.
It's about Brexit diplomacy. All the things that are important to me. My nails, my hair, my hips, my heels.
Perf.
Because you know what, though? I mean, I'm obsessed with my nails. If anyone has been watching our videos, obviously.
Yes.
Jason gave me the gift of hair.
That's right.
My
That's
hips,
right.
they've been taking care of themselves since I was like 12. So
Don't get that
Henny,
twisted.
I
They
have
don't
no
lie.
problem there.
They
They
just
don't
don't
lie.
lie.
No, never. And heels, I'm committed to heels. I'm one of those girls who, if it's like, you know, end of the club and, you know, your feet are dying, those heels are not coming off my
Never.
feet. Never.
Yeah.
I will never walk down the street taking off my heels, walking in my bare feet or my pantyhose.
Good,
Never.
don't you
And
dare.
we
Never.
love you for that.
Thank you.
We love you for that.
Thank you. It's on my resume. I put that shit on my
Obviously,
resume.
as it should be. As it should be. That is something that I would look for. Anyway, anybody that's applying for design positions, let me know what you do at the end of the night. Do you wear your heels or you put them in your hand and walk around barefoot in the club, you nast? Don't.
Allie's like, this isn't gonna work out.
Totally.
If they come in wearing flat shoes, Allie's like,
No.
the position's been filled.
Oh, that's funny.
Allie, what happened to you this week?
Well, we went back to work this week, but
Yes.
we've had it's been like a 2-week thing.
Yeah.
And we were in Palm Springs, which was lovely, for our little vacay. And we went to DragCon.
Yes, we did.
And DragCon was something else. So when we got there on the first day, which was the Friday. We left Palm Springs early. We got into LA. We booked into our hotel. We dropped off our bags. And we had a quick little lunch, which was great. We stayed at the Ace, which was lovely.
Oh,
And
it's so good.
let's have a moment for downtown LA. Like, holy crap, do I ever love it. It has some grit.
Yeah.
It's cool, it's hip, it's delish, it's incredible. Anyway, we loved it. So then we went over to the, what was it? Not the Coliseum, but what was it?
Oh, the convention center.
The Convention Center, yeah. And so we checked in, we got our media accreditation badges, which are super cute, by the way. It was so nice to wear those.
Did you put them in your scrapbook?
Yes. Yes. They're going in the scrapbook, actually. I'm like one of those, like, I save everything.
Oh, yeah.
I
Save
save
And
everything.
we've got the horde in the crawl space to prove it.
Every time Jason, I think, walks by the crawl space, I think he just cringes a little bit.
That's okay.
Well, you know what? It's all my shit that's down there. But anyway,
okay.
we went and there was zero media there when we got there. We thought it was I thought it was gonna be super swamped. There's gonna be so many people. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. There was no one.
Really?
It was dead in the media rooms. They had these huge step and repeat set up and all this stuff, and I'm like, well, where the fuck is everybody?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, this
Yeah.
is the first day. Like, I don't know, shouldn't they be like setting up their shit and you know, where's CNN? Where's Al Jazeera? Where is I think that if we go next year, Kiki, Carla, you are definitely coming with us because we thought about you all
We
the
did.
time.
We were like, we need Carla here because she is going. She would
'Cause
bring
you-
all the fun
Totally,
to
and
this
you-
situation.
Yes.
You would have been the one that
Yes.
was like, no, I'm getting up there and I'm going to talk to whoever and I'm going to do whatever needs to
Yeah.
happen in
Yeah.
order to talk to whoever
Aw.
we need to. Honestly, we thought about you all the time, so we were
Thank
super sad
you.
that you weren't there.
Me too.
So if we're going to do this next year, you're coming with?
Okay, well, I have an idea.
Okay.
So even though we'll have press and, you know, NOMOFOMO will be like a major, like, worldwide sensation.
Yes.
But, you know, even if it isn't, we'll just, like, if they don't know, you know, where we're from and whatnot, we'll just walk through DragCon just humming da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, da-da-na-na-na. Like we're from Entertainment Tonight. So
Oh my
I
god,
didn't
Jason
pick
was
it up
looking
on
at you
that.
like, what?
I was
in the
like,
hell?
if you would have went. Oh,
oh,
then I might have got it.
Got it. Yeah, you're like 2.0.
Oh, wow.
We're like retro.
I know.
Okay.
We're
okay.
Wow,
like when we were,
okay.
you know, in the 80s when you'd be like, let's turn on the news, and you'd be like, Entertainment Tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mary Hart and her
Mary
legs.
Hart,
Mary.
darling.
Mary.
Yes, Mary.
So I'm coming.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
you're
so that's
coming.
what we're doing. It's going to be amazing. And so that's kind of the big thing that happened this week is, yeah, we went to DragCon and it was great. We had a
Yeah.
good time.
Love
It was
it.
like a quick in and out. We were in LA for 24 hours, less than 24 hours.
Love it.
Yeah.
Do I still get to talk about what happened to me this week?
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Sorry.
Allie just talked for both of us, and that's okay. You know what? We did go to DragCon, and it was really fun. But I want to talk about Palm Springs.
Okay.
Okay? Because here's the thing. Like, I love Palm Springs. You know we love Palm Springs. But Here's what I've noticed about Palm Springs is that everybody who's there is living their best fucking life.
Yes.
Everybody there is so happy to be there.
Yeah.
They are there's a lot of different kinds of people that are there, but the people that we're hanging out with, they are, 50 plus. They're moneyed.
Yeah.
They've worked really hard or married up. One of the two, which is hard work. You don't just marry up on the first try.
Oh.
You have to kiss a lot of frogs to marry up. Don't I know? I got Allie. I'd married up to him. Hello. I had to kiss a few frogs. Anyway, these boys, they are having the best time. They are, they've got their mid-century house. They've got their little convertible. They're eating like brunch at 11, and then they're heading straight into the pool, and then happy hour, and then that's kind of like life
That
in
is
the
the way
desert.
to live it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
They have the free pours are as big as my head. Okay, can we talk about that? So good. You can go hiking.
God bless America.
I know. My God.
It's just all there. Who did we see at Tropical?
God.
We had a celebrity sighting.
Who?
Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne Summers.
Come and knock on my door.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
she looks great. That
Of course she
thigh
does. She has
master.
sex 5 times a day.
She has sex 5 times a day. She's thigh mastering all over the valley. It's amazing. She looks great. Her hair is beautiful.
She has estrogen shooting into her veins and probably in her eyeballs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She looked a bit puffy.
Well, that's from the estrogen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's like being mainlined up her nostrils.
Up her culo. Up her culo. Yeah.
She has
That is so funny.
estrogen suppositories.
Come and knock on our door.
Oh, well, anyway, it's, you know what, we're always going to go back. I think the trick is, I think what we're going to have to do is just rethink our itinerary a little bit, because we need to go Sunday to Thursday. I think that's the way to do it.
Okay.
Right? And maybe you
leave
hit,
the weekend out.
Maybe you hit the Friday happy hour at Wang's, because that's always really fun.
Must.
But then maybe just avoid the downtown on Friday, Saturday nights when it's like a stag at crazy situation. But, Palm Springs, we love you.
We do
Love you so much.
Yes.
When I was there for your wedding,
Yes.
I vowed, because I believe in reincarnation and I believe in karma, and I believe that, because I used to will myself to come back in my next life as a Parisian woman, and I would just have a scarf be surgically
like
on
sewed
my body.
onto
Yes,
your neck.
yes.
Ooh la la.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. No matter what I'm wearing. Like if I'm in the shower, scarf.
Always scarf.
At the pool, scarf.
Yes.
Riding my bike, tank top, scarf. Doing CrossFit, scarf. So, but
Spinning, scarf.
But then I've decided that I'm going to reincarnate as the gentleman who you just described. So wealthy, older gentleman.
Yes.
Picking up his trade at the airport in his convertible.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna skip all the rest. Like I'm literally going to reincarnate into that. So I'm not going to even go through the baby phase. I'll just go straight into older gentleman at the airport picking up trade.
Which is the best time.
I love it.
The best time.
Absolutely.
Just do you, girl.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing all this good karma.
That's incredible. That's
Okay, well,
amazing.
we need those fucking promo codes, people.
That's right.
We need to make this a reality.
And also, Jason and I celebrated our 1-year wedding anniversary.
Yes, we did.
Do you know what today is? It's your anniversary.
Yes, so that was very nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, it was really special.
Okay, let's talk about pop culture.
Let's. Our favorite subject.
Can we just talk about the reboot that's coming?
Are
you ready? Beverly Hills 90210! It's coming back.
With Brenda and Kelly.
And Donna.
Yes. Donna. Oh,
Donna,
so
do
ready.
you wanna?
Oh my god.
And that's your
Donna.
mom's name too, right?
It is.
Donna.
Yes.
Do you remember?
I'm so ready for this.
You know
it's
what?
gonna be
I
so good.
remember watching
So
it and just
ready.
like Donna's hair was always. I'm like, how does she get those sides out so far. Do you remember how far out those fucking
the
sides
wings.
were?
Yeah.
The wings, they were insane.
I know.
And she always should wear those flower dresses that are so in right now. All the fucking girls are wearing them right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, I keep telling my daughter, I'm like, I know 90s fashion. Like, when I keep telling her, like, wow, look at, like, the Steve Madden chunky elastic sandals are back in. And I was
100%.
like, I know all of this. I could, like, buy, like, Kelly Taylor was, like, my fashion inspiration.
You're like, Mommy needs to buy you a choker.
Oh, Mommy did.
There you go. Don't get that twisted.
And I'm like, and a matching one for Mommy. Because we're sisters.
Because I'm a cool mom.
Just one of the girls.
Is it the one with like the big cross on it too? Do you remember those? The black choker with like a big ass fucking cross just like sitting there. You're like, all right, girl, that's like salt and pepper. Or even, oh my God, an ankh. What about like an ankh? Is that what you call those? Like the ankh.
Yeah.
Ankh.
I like the ones with that have like a cameo.
Oh, I love it. I had the cameo.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks like the Queen Mother.
Oh yeah, elegant.
So
Eleganza. Yes.
Okay.
So we don't know too much yet about Beverly Hills 90210. There was one little teaser that was going around.
Yeah.
I was doing a little digging today to try and find out, like, you know, what's the dirt, what's going on. And there isn't too much out there, except apparently there was a whole bunch of writers who actually walked off the show already. And there's reason to believe that it has to do with Tori Spelling. Apparently, she didn't like the character that they had written for her. She thought that was a little bit too dramatic. She didn't want to be portrayed as like this drama.
She wanted to be funny.
She apparently, well, I mean, who knows what's true. But what I read is that she wants to have this character who is basically just living like, you know, a real housewife lifestyle, like, you know, pampered, spoiled, drama-free, like obviously what she thought she was going to have in life.
Right.
But that didn't work out.
No kidding.
So we'll see. But it sounds like there's maybe a few different people in the show who have something to say about what happened to their character, and nobody can agree. But that's not the point. Like, the writers get to do that.
Yeah, but why are they deciding? They're just the actors.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you just play that role and get that money and do your thing.
No, but everybody knows that if it's a reboot, they can't do a reboot without, like,
everybody on
all
board.
the characters.
Exactly.
Like, if Donna leaves, what are they going to just say, like, oh, yeah, she died?
But then Candy Spelling could be her replacement.
Well, yeah. Yes. Oh my God. That, and you know what? She would totally do it too.
She would.
And then all of a sudden because you know that she's a bitch like that.
Oh, she's the biggest bitch, and I love her, and I worship her. Well, my message to the 90210 people, because I know you're listening, if you want to do a reboot, you follow in the ways of Cobra Kai, which I know we're going to talk about one day, and I know you're like, this is so out of character for you. What the fuck is Cobra Kai? It is the reboot of Karate Kid, starring all of the original cast. Ralph Macchio, and the other guy, and the other guy, and the other guy, and the other guy. Daniel-san, yeah, and all the other original guys.
Mr. Miyagi?
Well, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh,
Yes. He's dead.
Sort of like Donna on the reboot of Beverly Hills 90210.
But it's perfection. It is pure. But we'll talk about it another time.
Cobra Kai.
Just follow in the ways of Cobra Kai 90210, and I'm ready for you. And I've got my cameo choker.
Oh my God.
And my
God.
baby
We
doll
need to have
dress.
viewings. We need to have viewings for this.
Oh, we shall.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
need
wear
to.
my matte, like burgundy nude lipstick.
Oh
Fuck,
yes.
I'm ready.
Oh God, yes. And the lip liner. Oh, the lip liner.
Just the lip liner.
Just the lip liner.
And everywhere.
Yes.
And the hoops.
Put it on
And
my
the hoops.
cheeks.
But you know who I'm excited to see most is the I want there to be a fight scene between Kelly and
Donna.
yeah.
In the prom dresses.
Oh my God.
And somebody goes in the pool.
I would live. I would live for those moments. Honestly, I love that kind of shit. I love that
I
drama.
think Brenda can bring it to us. Shannon
yeah.
Doherty. I think
Yes.
she's ready. If she's on this cast,
Oh my God.
it's gonna be fire.
Oh my God.
You know, there's a couple other, well, not reboots, but season premieres coming up
Okay.
next week. And these
my
are
God.
maybe
Palpitation.
the two most important TV moments of 2019 that are going to happen to us.
I actually think for a while, just not even 2019.
The first one, The Handmaid's Tale. It's coming back. And I see that it's going to be a 2-episode season premiere.
Wow.
Yeah, I cannot
Yeah.
wait for this.
That's changing the game. I love that.
Oh my God.
It's
I
gonna
know,
be so
I know.
good.
Thank God.
Such a good idea.
Give us fucking 2
We need
episodes.
more.
Yes, we need more. I don't want to just watch one episode and
No,
then
you
wait a week
can't.
and no,
You can't.
No, there's too much anticipation. But then when that's over, we get to watch another season premiere. Carla, are you ready?
I'm
You're gonna
so
death
ready.
drop off of that fireplace like you did a couple weeks ago. Pose.
Oh, dolls, legendary children.
Oh my God! Have you seen?
What category?
Have you seen the little
Yes,
the
the
little
teasers. I'm getting
Live.
I'm getting goosebumps. I can't even.
It's too good.
It's too good.
Yeah.
Season 2 is going to be so beautiful.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Thank you, Ryan Murphy. Like,
Yes.
this is, the cast is the most representative of the ballroom scene.
Well, that show I feel like is so amazing. It's just cast so well.
Yes.
I feel like all the cast members have now exploded and are doing so many things. They're representing well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's so
Agree.
lovely, and I cannot wait
Same.
for the premiere. I think it's going to be sickening.
So beyond sickening. And if you need to catch up, season 1 is on Netflix.
Yeah.
So catch up because this is a very, very important show to
Exactly.
watch.
Wendy, our next door neighbor, if you're listening, I think you also need to start watching Pose because
Oh,
it's so good.
We have to talk about Wendy for a second.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
brought her up.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. A couple weeks ago because she
Sent us an email.
She sent us an email. She said, I've been listening to your podcast, which we were so happy about. And she said, I started watching RuPaul's Drag Race because I had never seen it. And then, so we saw her yesterday. We were out doing some work in the yard. And Wendy, you know, we were saying hi to her over the fence. And she's like, I have to tell you guys, I am just at the end of season 9 of RuPaul's
Wow.
Drag Race. Like, she
Well
has
done.
been
I know.
binging
I
like
know.
a season a week at least.
And you know what?
Go Wendy.
No, go Wendy. Go
Go
Wendy.
Wendy.
Go Wendy.
Wendy is a big Sasha Velour fan.
She is.
Who isn't?
Yeah.
Right?
So,
And she was just about to watch the finale, and we didn't want to give it away.
I know.
Thank
I know.
goodness you
The
didn't.
best reveal.
Do I remember?
The
best
yes.
reveal of any show ever.
I feel like that was also the best RuPaul's Drag Race and there ever
Agreed.
was and
Agreed.
ever will be.
Agreed.
Like, I don't think anything will beat that.
No, you can't even
nothing.
come close.
No.
The artistry, the element of surprise, the perfect combination of the song, the emotion, the trick. If you don't know it, just Google it right
I
now.
get so emotional, baby.
Yeah.
Every time I think of you, do you know how many times I've watched that?
It's mind blowing. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
it's such a beautiful moment, and it's like, yeah, you know what? She was actually performing the day that we were in
Yes,
LA.
Smoke and
know.
Mirrors.
And we were
Yes.
so
Would've been
sad.
so
I know it would have
fun
been
to
so
go.
great to see it. We just didn't do our due diligence and like research who was gonna, what was
Sure.
happening. So
Well, it was a lot.
it was a lot.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, yeah.
That's okay. Well, you know what? We'll and we're gonna talk about RuPaul's Drag Race, of course, at the end of this episode.
Oh my God.
Just so we're not giving away any spoilers. Although, how do you not know who wins? Like, if you follow
Exactly.
anybody, it's a spoiler alert the next day.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
Well, 10 minutes after the
Oh my
finale.
God.
Like you can't even go on Instagram.
No.
We were actually, we had recorded it and we were maybe like 20 minutes behind. And Allie got up to go to the bathroom and I was looking at my phone for a second. And I was like, I just saw like Brooklyn had posted this
The
photo.
hug. Was it the
It
hug?
was the hug.
Yeah.
Oh. And I immediately shut my phone off. Like I
Good.
threw it out the window. I was like, no,
Totally.
I can't, no. I can't, it can't be
Exactly.
revealed this way.
And I think that that's like because we're a bit on the older side, I think we can do that. Like we have that self-restraint because when you read that people are putting spoilers online, you're like, for why?
Yeah.
Like why do we want to do this? Like it takes all the fun out of it.
Totally.
And so we have that self-control that when we do like mistakenly come, by like a mini spoiler or whatever, we can look away.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we're going to get to that first, but let's talk Streaming Club.
Oh.
Now, this is where we're going to bring it back to our theme of the week.
Yes.
Wine.
Yes.
Because we all watched Wine Country.
We sure did.
Amy Poehler's debut as a director, which is really cool.
Yes.
Congratulations, Amy. I know
We
you're listening.
love Amy.
We do love Amy, and we were so pumped to watch this. Like, I
Same.
saw the trailer on Facebook.
Yes.
And I was like, this is going to
Ready.
be, oh God, I was like, fucking Maya Rudolph, Amy
Love
Poehler,
Maya.
Tina Fey.
Rachel
Rachel Dratch.
all
Yeah.
the things.
Yes.
They were
Paula
all there.
Pell.
Yes, like honestly, I was like, this is gonna be like a bridesmaid
Yes,
all
yes,
over. You
yes.
know what I mean? Like it's like I was like, this is gonna be fucking perfect.
And because it's Netflix, they can do what the fuck they want.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yes.
You
So-
don't have those constraints of like, well, the studio says
Exactly,
that, there's
exactly.
too many women in
Yes.
this, and everyone's gonna die from your pussies.
So what do we think?
Well, May.
Nah.
May. It was a May.
It was.
There were some funny minutes.
There was two funny
Oh,
fucking
yes.
moments in
Yes.
that. There was two. Like there was two. Like I don't think I would even give it more than like two funny things that happened in that movie. There were so many moments where I was cringing because I was like, I feel so uncomfortable. Like it's not
Like the rolling down the hill.
Oh my God, the rolling down the
so
hill,
dumb.
and then
It was
Tina
so
Fey, and then
Oh,
Tina
her
Fey's
character was
character.
so
Like
bad.
what in the hell?
Oh yeah, that was really weird.
It's like, you know what? If she wasn't even in the movie, it wouldn't even have mattered. Like
Yeah.
she didn't add anything, she didn't give anything.
No,
She
here's
wasn't.
what happened. I think they had filmed the whole movie, and then Tina Fey showed up for the weekend, and they recorded all of her
Totally.
bits in like an afternoon.
Yeah.
And then they all got plastered.
Yeah.
Maybe they were
Yeah.
all hungover while it was being
Maybe,
filmed.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
Because
Yeah.
you know that the whole reason why they came up with the idea for this movie was they're like, you know what if
Yeah.
we all just went to Napa and rented a house and just made a movie?
Well, I think
That's what
because it was
happened.
based on like one of their actual friends' birthdays. But the thing is that they tried to be too serious about it. They're like, let's have a backstory for every character,
know.
and we don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
that.
No.
we just we just want laughs. Like, of course you
Totally.
need like the character development and whatnot, but it was too much. We're like,
It
we don't
was.
care that you lost your job, and you don't. We just don't care.
And the whole thing about Maya Rudolph not wanting to make the call to her doctor, I was like, oh my God, just make that goddamn call already.
Exactly.
Jeez, no, it was just like I did not enjoy it at all, and I was so sad because
I was sad too.
You know,
I was like, it was a meh.
Yeah, it was a meh.
But the moment when they reference the nanny, Fran Drescher,
oh my gosh,
that was
Yeah.
funny.
The
I
whole-
actually screamed.
that whole
was funny.
lesbian
Yeah.
kind of moment where it's like she's like in they're at the
Yeah,
art studio.
that was good.
That was one
Yeah.
of my most funny. Like I was like, this is so brilliant because it's like like the millennials holding this like art fair, whatever she was doing, and all of a sudden,
Yes.
and another funny moment was when she thought she was gonna get the kiss,
Yes.
and instead
Oh, yeah,
she thought it was
yeah.
like it's just like a fucking $700 piece of artwork. That was so horrible. She was such a cute character.
Paula Pell, she was
oh my God,
fantastic.
I love her.
I love her.
She was great.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I feel like that it spoke to me in the one bit where they were drinking and she's like, I love this wine. Like, what is it? Because I'm not like a big connoisseur,
Yeah.
And then when Amy Poehler was like, it's white wine. And she's like, yes.
Yes. Yes, it
so
is.
I kind
White
of felt
wine.
like that's me. Yeah.
But yeah, like and the scenery and being in Napa,
Gorgeous.
like come on.
Yeah.
Like it was so brilliant.
Absolutely.
I was looking at reviews, and there were actually a lot of people that liked it. So it's, I don't know. Are we
That's
all
shocking.
cynical, or are we like, what's wrong with
No,
this?
we're realistic.
I just
Or were they
think,
just being nice?
I just think that I think if it was anyone else who wrote the movie or directed or whatnot, we'd be like, oh, that was a romp, that was
Right,
fun.
totally.
But because we know what Tina and Amy and
Yeah.
Maya and Rachel are capable
They
of,
can do anything.
exactly,
God, I
that we
know.
hold them to a higher standard.
That's
Yeah,
right. Okay, good
totally.
point. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna just base it on that they were all hungover
True.
because they were just drinking every single day. And they're around friends, of course.
Yeah,
Who blames
absolutely.
them?
Why
yeah,
not?
Yeah. No, I think that's what it is. So
Okay, so we'll give it a maybe.
Okay.
I mean, like, would you tell somebody not to watch it?
No, I would say watch it.
I would
but-
say watch it.
Yeah, but you know what?
While you're doing the dishes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Watch it while you're doing something else. Don't sit down and have a bowl of popcorn and get ready to like laugh your face off. Don't do that.
Yes.
Just do it while
exactly.
you're cleaning the house
Yeah,
or washing the dishes
Or folding your laundry.
Totally.
Absolutely.
It might need a little boost. It might need like a little cannabis gummy. Maybe
got
that's
it.
needed.
Sure.
Or a case of wine.
Yes, or your Suzanne Summers estrogen suppository.
There
Maybe
you go.
like
I love how you just said suppository.
suppository.
Suppository? It's a suppository.
Somehow we need to work Suzanne Summers' estrogen suppository into our opener for this episode.
It's happening.
Oh, we shall.
It's happening.
We shall. But if I'm going to talk about any kind of like thing to watch about wine, I would recommend season 1 of The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, where the best character in television history, Titus Andromedon,
Yes.
sings about Pinot Noir.
Oh my God,
Yes.
Pinot Noir,
An
Roseanne
ode
bar.
to black penis.
Oh my God, it's brilliant. I'm so happy you brought that up.
Pinot
because
Noir, Myanmar. Pinot Noir,
Roseanne
mid-size
bar.
car.
Oh, and then it's Roseanne bar in there. Too.
There's
But
everything,
it's-
everything.
Yeah, like it's so good.
Find out who your true friends are.
Yes. And I also do love a good Pinot Noir.
Pinot
FYI.
Noir.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Okay, this feels like the perfect segue to get into our list.
Okay.
Okay.
So this one's a little bit different. Okay, this one is again from Ranker, my
Okay.
favorite site ever.
We love
And it's,
Ranker.
Of
What
course we
wine
do.
are you based on your zodiac?
Oh,
Okay.
I like it.
This
I
is
like
good.
it. I like it. I
This is
love
I
good.
better
that.
be Pinot Noir
Oh
now.
my God, yes.
Okay, well, Carla.
No, I better be Pinot Noir.
Kiki, Carla, remind us what sign you are.
Well, I am Aquarian.
Okay, well, Aquarius, you are Sangria.
Oh, snaps to that.
Accepted. I'll
Take
take
it,
it.
girl.
Yes,
Take
I
it.
am. I agree.
So here's what we have to
Yes.
say.
Ranker,
An
yes.
Aquarius is naturally social.
Yeah.
They tend to hate loneliness and dull or boring situations.
I do.
Wow.
They love to have
Anything boring. And I
They
hate
love-
everyone boring. I'm sorry.
They love interrupting. They love having fun with friends and are characterized as original and progressive. The
Ooh.
wine of Aquarius isn't technically wine, it's sangria.
Because we're different.
The
That's
popular
right.
wine cocktail from Spain. Sangria consists of wine-based, traditionally red, but white is often used in modern recipes, a collection of chopped fruit, and
She loves a fruit. You know that.
Yeah.
and
Yes,
sometimes a sweetener or other liqueur, depending on the recipe. Oh,
Love it.
sangria is ideal for socializing and is often served in large jugs. For sharing.
Ranker,
Oh my
you got
God.
it spot on.
If there are leftovers, the fruity flavors actually meld better after a day or two steeping in the fridge.
There you go. You want that
Okay.
boozy fruit at the very
Large
end of
jugs,
it.
boozy
Yes.
fruit.
There
Yes.
we go.
Oh my God, amazing.
Now, let's find Cancer. Allie is a Cancer.
Okay, if it's Chardonnay, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh,
No!
It's
no!
not. It's
Okay,
not.
oh
It's
my
not.
God, thank God.
It
Oh,
is.
jeez.
That's the best line of 2019.
it is. And I'll give you a hint, Allie. I'll give you a hint. One of your uncles actually has this name.
Oh God.
Shiraz.
Oh God, I hate Shirazes too.
So generally,
Not Shiraz. Like Shiraz, I love you, but I not like a
Shiraz uncle is
You're
cool.
like, I hate my
Yeah.
uncle's Chardonnay.
Yeah.
my aunt.
My aunt Chardonnay.
So generally, Cancers are an intensely loyal, imaginative, and moody group of people.
Oh yes,
Ooh.
I'm definitely moody.
Often
I am.
sensitive.
Ooh, girl.
They are deep wells of emotion and enjoy helping loved ones or sitting down to a good meal with friends and family.
Amen.
Aw.
Shiraz, also known as Syrah, if you're in the French. Where I lost my place, is the wine of choice for Cancers. Shiraz is full-bodied wine, deeply complex, and containing flavors like plum, blueberry, tobacco, pepper, meat, and even chocolate. It's often described as
Meat.
having an intensely meaty flavor.
Ooh, well, you got that right.
She's got that meaty flavor.
She's got that meaty flavor, and she loves it. She loves it, darling.
This is the best line. This is the best list I've ever
I know.
seen.
This is
Oh,
an
no,
awesome.
no, you guys just wait. You're gonna,
Okay,
you're gonna lose
what
your
is
shit
yours?
when you hear this.
Capricorn. Capricorn.
Okay,
Capricorn.
so Capricorn is Chardonnay! Oh, shit. So that's me. I'm Capricorn. Capricorns are known for their self-control and discipline.
Amen.
They value traditions and quality craftsmanship very highly.
All right.
I agree
Quality.
with that. I like quality.
You like
Yeah.
quality.
They may be smart and driven. Well, I hope so. But they have tendency to be know-it-alls and can be a bit condescending from time to time.
Wow, you're like, whatever, ranker.
Yeah, totally.
Whatever.
Shut up,
Fuck
Ranker. I
you.
hate
Yeah.
you.
The wine match for Capricorn is none other than a cool Chardonnay. This well-balanced white covers a lot of bases when it comes to flavor notes, and it can include Meyer lemon, banana, pineapple, cinnamon, butterscotch, and toasted caramel. Like basically all the basic bitch flavors.
Yeah.
Chardonnay is low in sweetness, but packs a lot of power when it comes to fruitiness and body.
Oh, body, yaddy, yaddy.
That's true.
Do I have fruitiness and body?
Well,
Yeah,
I
you do.
saw those pictures from Palm Springs in your Speedo. I can 100% say
Okay,
you have body.
Can we not agree that
Thanks.
he looked so hot?
hot.
Thanks,
Like
guys.
Jason Krell, like I can't even get over that Speedo was the purchase of the trip.
Thank you.
And
So sexy.
It's so good.
It was literally the first thing I bought the first day we arrived. We went to see Mr. Turk, you know, our favorite shop in Palm Springs.
favorite.
R.I.P.
And our favorite guy that works there, oh my goodness, his name is like Krilly on Instagram or something. He's so sweet. He's always so nice to us, and he lets us change in the same changing room.
I know, he's such a cute patoon. And there was a 30% off sale, so we
Yes.
all got bathing
We
suits.
all got bathing suits, and I put on this Speedo, which I don't usually wear Speedos. Like, this is not my jam. But I bought one last year, and I wore it in Mexico, and I was like, you know what? I kind of like this.
do this again.
And then I bought this new, it was black, right? It was a black Speedo, so that's like the entrance
Exactly.
Speedo.
That's, yeah.
It's the
That's your
it's
gateway
the, it's the
Speedo.
gateway Speedo.
Yeah.
This one was basically like an orange stripey, orange and blue stripey,
That's
and I
good.
really liked it. And, you know, I am 43 years old, and I give 0 fucks.
Exactly.
Amen.
And I embrace my hashtag washed up model lifestyle. So there we go.
So when you came out of the change room, did everybody say, wow, you look like a tall glass of Chardonnay in that Speedo?
Yes.
No, they said, are those 2 grapes in your Speedo?
They didn't
And you're
say
like,
that, but
Chardonnay grapes.
yeah, that's right. Chardonnay grapes, that's right. Good one.
Oh, well, we found another drag name for you, obviously.
Chardonnay grapes.
Oh, there you go.
And that's how you piece together an audio clip when you cut it off.
Yes. It's called editing, children.
That's right.
Right? Okay, now this is the main event.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm so ready.
Okay, people.
This is the main event. Are
you
you
ready?
ready?
People, if you haven't watched RuPaul's Drag Race Season 11 finale and you don't want to know how it ends...
Whatever. If you don't, just get a life, okay? If you haven't, like, if you don't know, like, whatever. Like, we're going to talk about it, so just, you know.
So now's your chance to
Yeah.
move
Yeah,
along.
now's your chance.
Oh,
but
what are you saving
know,
it for the weekend?
You-
Like, what? Like,
You know what to do, catch up, because this is very important.
it is.
So where do we start?
Okay, let's start. Well, we missed the reunion. So
Oh, we haven't
Yeah.
talked about the reunion.
Yeah.
So
And that was actually, you know what? We watched the reunion the other night. Mm-hmm. So we were a little bit late watching the reunion, but it was very telling.
Yes.
Well, let's
It
just
changed everything for me.
It did. So
Yeah.
let's just go around and say, okay, well, what did you get out of the reunion? And then we'll move on to the finale.
Okay.
So, Jason.
Can I go first?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
What I got out of the reunion is I have been Team Brooklyn Heights the whole season, and I love her. I still love her. But after the reunion, and they were talking about, I thought she was just a little bit mean. I didn't like
Yeah.
it. I especially when they were talking about, you know, little Scarlett. You know, like she did no harm to anybody.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
for some reason there were people that just didn't like her, and I don't know why. We actually saw her
We
when
did.
we were walking into DragCon. She was walking in at the same time, and she looked amazing.
She looked amazing,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she said hello to so many people
Yeah.
in line.
She was
She
super
was
nice.
so lovely.
She was beautiful.
Yeah.
She was there. Like she was
Yeah.
pumped to be there. But in the reunion, there was this thing that was brought up where apparently Brooklyn was doing a club night or whatever, and
Yes.
she said that everybody hated Scarlett.
Yes, yeah.
And then it got back to her, of course, because
Yeah.
everything does.
Because it was on the internet.
On the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah.
And Scarlett was really hurt
She
by it.
really was,
And,
yeah.
But Brooklyn didn't even really apologize.
She didn't ever even
She
say
actually
sorry.
kind of defended her decision to say
Agreed.
that.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. I thought that was very un-Canadian of
Yes,
Miss
yes.
Brooklyn.
Yes, yes.
And
I agree.
I think that she probably will watch it and regret the way she handled the whole thing.
I
Agreed.
totally agree.
But after that, I was 100% Team Evie. Carla, what'd you get out of it?
So it actually stemmed from when they talk about the breakup with Vanjie and Brooklyn, and how Vanjie was like, basically, I mean, I like that Brooklyn was honest about it when she said, okay, I love my freedom and blah, blah, blah. So she's
And that's
basically
okay.
saying, that's fine. But she's basically saying, I want to be a hoe.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Totally.
There's
Totally.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it just, when Vanjie, like, honestly, like, she's, as we know, she's not a good actress at all. And you could see that there was hurt in her face when she
course.
was saying, like, I wanted the notebook, but I gotta post it.
Yeah.
And for me, I was like, Brooklyn, what are you doing? Like, I know that, she's super crazy talented, but I'm like, Vanjie is the shit. And whatever, if you're not even in love. But the thing is that I was just like, it seems crazy to me that, like, okay, Brooklyn was into it during the show, and it only lasted a few months, and she wanted her freedom, and blah, blah, blah.
So do you think it was a showmance?
A little
Was
bit
she doing
now.
it for
You know what? Yeah, because-
attachment
and then
to the
also-
star?
Maybe.
I mean, it would be a whole different story if there was no love there, right? Like if it's just like, you know what, we just fine. Maybe it was a
You hooked
romance.
up.
Yeah, like it was a hookup or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, well, it just wasn't gonna last. And yeah, she did mention that they were traveling and all this
For
stuff,
sure.
and that's really hard.
Absolutely.
I get it. But then don't say that you wanted your freedom, because that's such a
Exactly.
stupid fucking
I agree.
excuse. No
Yeah.
matter what, like if I was dating somebody and somebody said, I just want my freedom, I'd be like, fuck you, go have your freedom then.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a stupid excuse.
So for me, I was like, and then I remember saying, like, way back in episode whatever, I remember saying after Evie got her sprained ankle, I said, she's either going home next episode
Yeah.
or she's winning this whole
the
thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I've had that feeling for so long just because she's had such an arc, and I just felt like because Brooklyn was still quite like just cold, and I felt like this is not going to happen, even though the look was sickening. It just, she didn't give me anything.
Well, she has the uniqueness and she has the talent. She's got a little bit of charisma,
Yeah.
but no nerve.
No.
Like,
Like,
Brooklyn?
Brooklyn's got no nerve.
Yeah, like
She's
I
just-
Vanjie's got
feel,
all
She's a
the
cut.
nerve.
Vanjie's
yeah.
all nerve.
yes.
Yeah.
And maybe not all the talent, but she's got a hell of a lot of nerve.
I know.
And she's like 1,000,000% charisma. But
Yeah,
for the
totally.
reunion, it was all Vanjie for me. I mean, Vanjie said the funniest shit I've ever heard
As
in my
always, right? Like there's no doubt
life. She's
about it.
such a star.
For me, I was like, fucking Asia. Like, come on. Asia? Not
Akira?
Asia. Not Akira. Oh my god, who am I talking about here?
Who are you talking
The
about?
other
Raja?
one. Raja.
Ew.
Raja.
You know? Like,
Ugh.
I was just like, oh god. And actually, the same wig that she wore that day, she was wearing a drag on.
Yeah.
Just to
Just
say.
saying.
Yeah.
Just
And
putting
when
it
she
out there.
threw what's her name's wig at her after
Ariel,
that,
Versace's
yeah,
wig.
like I'm just like,
The
Come
the
on.
whole wig thing was just not
Exactly.
know
not
what?
even worth. They should have edited that out from the
it
beginning.
was so
Great.
stupid. But I think that they were just again creating all the drama, right?
Yeah,
Like out
trying
of
to find
fucking
something.
nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally. And I just feel like at that moment, she should have just said, you know what? I came across as a real bitch.
Yeah.
And that's not who I am.
Yeah.
And I apologize. Like, that's how
Absolutely.
she should have just said it. But no, she just kept on backtracking. I was like, oh my God, why?
Exactly.
Why?
It's so interesting how they are filming this, though, because we know that they filmed this a long time ago.
No, the reunion was filmed right after the finale. Oh, the
what?
show?
The show.
Yeah, the show was. In
right.
like last summer. Yes.
Right. So
Yeah.
the show was
Yes.
filmed last summer. So they've had, the better part of a year.
Yes.
To digest
Yes.
everything and then to watch it week to week to week.
Yes.
See how it's been edited, how their character's been portrayed. Because we all know that, there's a lot of editing going on.
Hardcore.
The H1 is editing
Yes.
the life out of it.
Yeah.
But, then when they come back on in the reunion or in the finale, they almost like have changed.
Agreed.
They've
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
seen the way they've been portrayed and they like they try and backtrack, or they try to be a little bit softer or a little bit wilder, or
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that would be so hard to watch yourself and then not change. Right? Because if you're noticing that you're too harsh, or you're not enough, or whatever. The one person that I feel like didn't really do anything was Sugar Cane.
Well, they kept editing her out.
I know.
Though.
It was just I just feel like, again, she just kind of was like, boo,
She didn't have enough one-liners.
That's what it is.
That's what they need. She probably had lots of really good footage.
Yes.
But it didn't come to the punchline.
And even in her Sugar in the Raw series on YouTube, it's the same thing. She doesn't have a lot of one-liners. The best one she ever filmed was actually after the finale taping, and she was hammered, and she just filmed it with full face of makeup, but no wig, and just whatever.
Wow.
And it was just it was her completely being herself. So I think she needs to get there, because she came from the corporate world and started doing drag 2 years ago.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she's not there quite yet. But now, if we can perfect segue to the finale, she had her full redemption moment on that runway.
Right. She owned 51% of that company.
Oh my God. She was the Virgin de Guadalupe. So she had the roses.
oh my God, are
and
you
then she
serious?
revealed-
You love that?
I fucking loved it so much.
I feel like she should have just
I'm
kept...
sangria.
I know, but I feel like she should have just kept on whatever she was wearing, because that was so much better than the reveal outfit, because the reveal outfit just made her look like she was 95 years old.
I loved it.
I didn't love it.
Aw, I loved that it had a
know.
cape, but she wanted to be the Virgin
I know.
Guadalupe.
That was beautiful. That, I was like, when she came out, I was like, yes, snaps, love it, love it. And then all of a sudden it came down and turned around and blah, and I was like, oh. It's like another eggplant number.
I
You know what I
see.
mean?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this finale, though, because it was very different from
It was.
the other finales.
Yes.
And I think one of the biggest differences is that they had these little shorts that they had filmed.
Yes.
Where all of the Final Four girls were out on the street of LA in Hollywood, and they were all kind of doing their thing, and it was kind of confusing.
It was fake
It was.
and overproduced.
I didn't like it.
It was fake and
like it
overproduced
either.
because they were told to do that. It's not like they just were walking on the streets. They're
no, of
like,
course not.
you
That
know what?
would've
It was
been
like
funny.
a whole scripted thing where they're like,
Completely.
okay, well, we're gonna, this day we're gonna walk you on the streets, and you're just gonna do whatever you do, and then this is what you're gonna talk about. It just didn't seem like it really fit in with anything, and it's almost like it was like, like a Miss America pageant, or you watch a Miss Universe pageant, and then they have those kind of moments. I'm like, I don't know why they try to do that for Rue, because it's just like, I just felt so fake.
Yeah, and the cringiest thing for me, and I don't know how it is in the land of television, but as a viewer, I can't stand the side angle, front angle, side angle. When you're
the cuts
talking,
are so fast.
yeah,
Totally.
you're talking to the camera, or you're talking forward, but then the camera is shooting you from the side.
Yeah.
And I just can't stand that.
Well,
Like
it's like they're
so
shooting it like a
cringy.
documentary.
Exactly.
Right? And I get it if you're talking about like a true crime or
Exactly.
something, and you're getting intense and you want to really see somebody's profile and
Yeah.
get that emotion out of them, but this is Drag Race, Henny.
Exactly. And I think that's VH1's hand, since it's because VH1 took over in season 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's been season 10, All Stars 3, season 11, All Stars 4. So we've had 4 seasons of essentially VH1, and you can see how their hand is so different than Logo, because Logo was more of just do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And VH1 is so much overproduced, and we can see it, and we're just, because we're hardcore fans, we know it and we feel it.
Totally.
And we feel it in our puss, and it
we've
doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right. We've been watching since season 1, and it is changed so much. And watching this finale, to me, I was not gagged. I was not living. Usually I'm like, oh my God, I'm screaming and all this. I was just watching it, and I was like, well, all right.
So do they just go back to the old format where they just do it on the main stage? I think maybe that was better.
Yeah.
The finale
because
is
the
just...
other thing is that so many people spoiled it. So
Right. If you're looking online, you're going to find a spoiler.
Exactly.
And also, what about those fucking cheesy moments where they showed the audience all of a sudden laughing out of turn? It was just no. there was like a video camera that was just shooting the audience, and then whoever was editing just like took those moments.
Exactly.
They probably didn't even know
Yeah.
when those moments were happening because it did not make any sense.
Oh, and we need to know, how did Tommy Smythe get a ticket to that show?
I know, Tommy Smythe, how did you get a ticket to RuPaul's Drag Race? Because that's the only thing that did make sense to me, because when Brooklyn came on and she was talking about like being Canadian in Canada, they zoomed right onto Tommy Smythe and his like whole crew because they stood up and they were like, woo! But anyway, he got a ticket to that show, and I want to know how you got that ticket.
Tommy, we're coming for you.
I know,
we're going to be in Toronto
us.
next week. We're going to beat it out of you.
But let's talk about what we loved, because
Yes.
I loved RuPaul's 90s look.
Yes.
Fuck, that wig, it was
Her
so
dress
good.
was like green screen green.
Oh my god, I loved it,
it
so
was
much.
so good.
It was good.
I loved pretty much every queen's look. Like, you know how sometimes there's always one, or like, what are you
No,
wearing?
they were good.
They were all good, like,
Well,
especially Plastique.
Listen, Plastique.
motherfucking shit.
Oh my god, like come
I think
on.
I had a heart attack.
I think I had a hard on.
She is like there's like no words for her beauty. Like honestly, she looks like an angel. Like
Yeah.
there's no doubt about it. Speaking of angels, now Kahana
It was not.
was not an angel. She
was a
had the
fallen
wings.
angel.
She had the
She
wings.
was a fallen
She
angel.
had mountain wings.
Mountain wings, weirdy things, and when she went to turn, I think that they almost came off because they were so heavy.
And the color was so bad.
Her makeup was also bad.
Oh.
She to me just did not bring it as much.
Agree.
Yeah, like I didn't really enjoy her a lot. But yeah, you know what? All the other queens definitely brought it. Vanjie, I feel like could have looked a lot better.
Her makeup was fucked up.
You know what? It was.
She stopped doing her eyeliner.
And she had the highlight on her face
Yeah.
just was a little bit weirdy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, the judges have been critiquing you over and over and over again that you were just giving body, and then you
Yeah.
just came out giving body. Like, why wouldn't you come out wearing something that was like totally out of you?
Agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Redemption
Yes.
for that green ball gown.
Totally.
Like her best drag.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you know what she says? If you ain't feeling, you
You
ain't winning.
You ain't winning.
Wow. There you go.
So
There
she's
you go.
now got the new teeth. She's got the new cheeks. She looks beautiful.
I know, but her makeup is fucked up,
Yeah,
though. I'm
yeah.
not enjoying it.
I'm
It's
not
a little
either.
too white in the front.
Exactly. I want that big eyeliner. Like, I want
Yes.
the obnoxious, like, her eyeliner was like Trixie Mattel almost.
Absolutely.
Like, it's so obnoxious.
Absolutely.
And
I loved
want
it.
that.
Yeah. That's
So
Let's
Yeah.
talk about the lip sync battle.
okay.
Okay, so here's what I was panicking about
Yes.
is when they spun the wheel. I thought what was going to happen is that it was going to be in the first round. I thought it was going to be Evie and Brooklyn.
So do you think,
or
though,
the other way around.
Yeah, but do you think? Let's just say. Oh, and for those of you that are just watching and don't know, it's like so there was 4 obviously contestants, and their faces were all on a little wheel, and then Rue spun it, and whoever went first got to pick who they wanted to lip sync against.
Yes,
So
and I thought they were going to spin
another.
for the
So did I.
second
So did I. I'm
person. So when
I-
they said you get to pick, and then when they spun and it was
Silky.
Yes.
And
Yes.
she picked Brooklyn.
And she picked
which I
Brooklyn.
thought was stupid.
Yeah, like why
would
that?
you choose
She
Brooklyn?
should have picked Akira.
Agreed.
Agree. I
Where
thought
she
was gonna
stood a
pick
chance.
Yeah, totally.
Because obviously Brooklyn and Evie are the lip sync assassins of
They all know
2019.
this. Yes.
But and
So
also if
go
she
for the low hanging fruit.
if she
Yeah,
was
yeah.
if she was smart about it too, she would have been like, okay, well, you know what? Really, her and Akira were the bottom 2. Do you
They
know
knew-
what I
and they
mean?
must have
knew
known
it.
that.
So if they would have went against each other, that would mean that Evie and Brooklyn would have to go
exactly.
against each other. So
Yeah.
then that would have been like,
Yes.
okay, 1 against 1, and
Yeah.
then at
Yeah.
least it was like, okay, a bottom 2 and then a top. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like that would have made more sense.
That would have been like season 9, how Sasha and Shea
Coulee.
Coulee went against each other in the first round.
How do you
Yeah.
remember this shit?
Because I watch it like every day. I'm not even joking.
No, but it's.
By the way, where are your kids?
Oh, I don't know. Who?
So yeah, I think that Silky made a bad move, and also
Yeah.
Silky was so demure and not herself during the finale. Like, did you notice?
Oh,
like,
definitely,
Her lip sync
absolutely.
was the worst thing I've ever seen. I felt so bad
Well,
for her.
it was better than the last lip sync that we saw.
That's right.
So I think it was a redemption. But the thing is, the fact that she took off her afro wig like a millisecond after the song started.
I just said too soon. Too soon. Give it a moment, girl.
Exactly.
Give
Just wait
it
for the
a
reveal.
moment.
And when you come out in like a giant wig like that, we know it's coming.
Yes.
And so that was just like, those reveals were so weak. When she did pull off the 2 wigs at one time.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty
I like
good.
the double wig pull
Absolutely.
off. I also really liked when she was just running around the stage kind of flailing. It was funny.
Or how she left when she was told to shout like sashay away. Do you remember?
Yes.
And she just did this like, I don't know what it was. Like it was kind of like a
little butterfly
move. Wing. Her hands were like flopping all over
So
the
I
place.
think overall that was a good redemption for her, for her arc. But yeah, I mean, Brooklyn, there's no question that she won that lip sync.
Yeah.
And the thing is, she's the first one to do a shoe reveal. That was fucking fierce.
The shoe reveal rocked, and she looked sexy.
That was so sexy. I wanted to do her. It was
I wanted
so
more
hot.
from her though. Again, like I just feel like this whole like I was like, where?
Well, she was on So You Think You Can Dance. She wasn't on RuPaul's Drag Race. Right?
Brooklyn. Like at that point? Yeah.
I feel like that was like a So You Think You Can Dance type of situation more than a Drag Race moment.
I feel like that was for the second lip sync, actually. I actually felt like in the Bootylicious, she gave it all. I actually felt like she gave it like face, body, everything.
Do you mean So You Think You Can Dance?
Let's say hi to our ditties. Anyway.
A ditty.
Okay, so Brooklyn's the winner.
Yes.
Then we have naturally Evie and Akira.
Yeah.
And we've already referenced that Akira's reveal was so fucking weak. Her outfit.
Her dress was really boring.
Sucked.
It was a figure skater costume.
Totally,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it wasn't good.
It
wasn't
sucked.
good.
Her wig sucked, and then she revealed it into like that little disco wig, and the little disco wig was like halfway back her head.
I know.
And I know that these are hard things because I have tried wig reveals when I do ignore my children. Yes, I do these things.
This is what you do like on like Friday night, or
I've rehearsed it.
I did this before I came here.
Exactly. You guys are like,
at
why
red
can't-
lights.
Yeah. You guys like, why can't you get anything done in your life? Because I'm like, well, I just practice wig reveals actually, and I'm practicing my drag king number too.
Oh,
What?
But it's more of a drag king and a queen and a king. It's kind of like it's layered.
when do we get to
It's
see
a
this?
Is it Grease? Is it Grease?
It's Grease.
How'd I know? How'd I know?
had to be.
How'd I
It
know?
had to be.
How'd I know?
Okay.
But,
Anyway,
I
back
think that
to topic.
Evie, she basically went at like 30%
Oh, 100.
because that's all she had to give.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean,
I think that it was pretty clear that she was going to make it to the next round.
exactly. And I loved how in her club kid look, she didn't do any reveals. I love that. Like
Yeah,
she just
it was
used
just
her
her.
face. It was just her emotion. And
Those big old chunky shoes. Like
it
I
was
was
fantastic.
Yeah, it was
that
great.
look was amazing.
It was. It
the
really
pink
was.
locks, like all of it was so good. So
That
well
was an
deserved.
amazing look.
Agreed.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then, so of course she wins.
Yep.
And then we're down to the final two, Brooklyn and Evie, the lip sync assassin, take two.
But before we do, we had a couple little fun moments. We had an in memoriam
Oh,
for
that was
Michelle's
funny.
Yeah, that was so
Michelle's
funny.
breastises that are
Yes.
never coming back because she had a breast implant illness.
And
which
so
is
this sounds
very-
like it's a.
yes.
They made it sound like it's actually like kind of a common thing, and I'd never really heard of it
Apparently
before.
it is, yeah.
So
yeah.
I was actually listening to their podcast probably a couple of months ago, and yeah, they were talking about how it's this crazy thing where doctors they didn't know what was wrong with these women. And they kept on having like heart problems, or they would have kidney failure, or things would start
Wow.
going wrong with their organs, and they would not know why. And it's because you're putting this foreign object into your body, and your body doesn't know how to react.
Yes.
So it starts
rejecting
it's
them.
rejecting it, and then your other organs start to overcompensate, even though it's not. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah,
it's such a
yeah,
There's
weird.
probably some serious infection happening.
Oh,
Totally,
no
and it's
kidding.
like it's just one of the things that just you should never put anything foreign into your body. Yeah.
And we also had a moment of Vanjie on the street, which made me scream. Vanjie is such a star. I love her
She's so funny. It was
pretty funny.
much. When Vanjie,
Cut the check!
it's just when Vanjie is just being her little Tasmanian devil self. She is so funny.
When she was flirting with that boy.
Oh my
it was
god!
so
And
funny.
he was so not interested. That was amazing. She's she's going to be such a huge star, and her future is so bright. Like, she's just, I don't know if she'll be the next Shangela, but, like, she's in that stratosphere.
Oh, I think she could be.
I think so. I think she just needs to calm down her yelling just a little bit.
Just a little
No,
bit.
but I think that's what makes her funny.
Yeah, but I agree,
It's her
it does.
crazy
But sometimes
voice.
you can't even understand what she's saying because
Yes.
she's just like, and you're like, what?
Well, and the funniest thing is Nina West doing
Oh my
Velji.
God, it's so
That
good.
is so,
Can we have a moment
Yes.
for Nina West and what
Yes.
she was wearing? It was incredible,
Oh
and
my
she's
God.
Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality.
Well,
I mean, we
she's
knew it.
another breakout star of the show.
Yes, agree.
I mean, Alexandra Cortez. Did I
Yes.
say it right? Alexandra
Yes.
Cortez, is that her name?
Ocasio.
Ocasio-Cortez.
yes.
She did that whole video, like, basically she was, like, crying.
Exactly.
Because Nina left. Like, what?
And Rihanna was
Rihanna?
in
Yeah.
Nina's DMs.
I know, that's insane.
Come on.
Insanity.
Rihanna's the biggest star on the planet right
Yeah.
now. Mm-hmm. And she's sending Nina DMs. And then what does Nina do? Nina goes and makes a drag album for children. Yes, God. Yes.
You know what?
Yes. I
Nina-
love her so much.
Nina deserves Miss Congeniality. She's fantastic. Her read that she did when the library was open during the little
reunion?
Oh my God, was it ever fucking
What did she
amazing?
say again? I
To
can't remember.
Soju. Remember? She's like,
Oh.
I hope your drag career doesn't explode like your sis.
Like your sis. Exactly. And then when RuPaul gives her the or when she's presented with the Miss Congeniality, and RuPaul says, "Oh, do you have anything to say?"
Oh,
and
yeah.
she just goes,
Meh.
"Meh."
I know.
That was incredible.
That was
So
good
good.
timing.
Nina
So
West,
good.
we can't wait. She's coming to town. We are seeing her, you guys.
100%.
Yes.
When is she
Isn't-
coming?
No,
It's for
isn't
Pride.
tomorrow night, like,
No.
the season 11 tour?
Yeah, it is. But we're not going. We're
We're not
going. We're going in September. So
Yeah, we'll go.
We're good.
It's
Anyway.
tomorrow here?
But yeah, they're having 2 season 11 tours. Yes.
Oh.
These girls are
These,
hustling.
they are hustling so hard. So
They're
anyway.
doing more tours than the style guys are these days, which says a lot.
Oh, there's that.
So anyway.
They got bills to pay like
So-
we do.
So, well, those wigs are not cheap.
Don't we
You
know?
know,
No.
they're human hair, by the way. So anyway, human. So that was thoroughly entertaining for me. I loved it. And then of course now we're at the final lip sync. So we have Brooklyn Evie rematch because of course they had one of the most iconic lip syncs of all times.
I loved Brooklyn's jacket when she came out that just had reveal,
all
reveal,
over the
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Like that
Like,
was
so
so
good.
good.
I too
So
also
good.
felt that she might have revealed a little bit too soon. I feel like it could have held on for a little bit longer, but also I feel like the camera was all over the place. You couldn't really enjoy both of them. You know what I mean? Like both
yeah.
their lip syncs, because it was just like they were focusing on one and then going to another and then
Yeah.
another and then another, and it's like you couldn't really see what was happening.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
I wish there was just like one camera, wide angle, and it showed them both just doing what they do, at least for like a moment.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know,
yeah,
I liked
absolutely.
Evie's reveal because it was so subtle.
Oh.
And it was so late into the song.
Yes, and it was
and you
such
weren't
a
ready For it,
surprise.
and it was such a surprise, but
Yes.
it wasn't like, I'm going to rip my wig off. I'm going to
Yeah.
like tear my dress off. It's like, I'm going to just turn my head and I've got another face.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was so,
So
good.
good.
It was good.
And it was in that quiet moment in the song. It was so perfectly timed. It was reminiscent of
was
the
art.
of the Sasha Velour moment because you know, it was so unexpected. But the thing is she won the lip sync in the first 8 bars of that song.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Like-
it was her face. She was emoting more. Like Brooklyn just doesn't, her face just doesn't do the same things
No,
that
it doesn't.
Evie's.
She's just being pretty, which she is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Whereas
so
Evie's like, I'm going to get ugly.
completely.
Oh, yeah.
And so that, I mean, it was so original. That ball gown, I mean, who is that? Like, whoever
That
is like,
gown.
I need brown ball gown. You
I
know what I
know,
mean?
I
To
know.
be on a stage.
And the mirrored locust, like the, you know, like how she had that
Stunning.
beautiful lotus. Like it
Yes.
was beautiful. Like she
Yeah.
looked great, and she deserved to win because she killed the lip syncs. Like
Yeah.
that was that.
Well, but then I was wondering, I'm like, she's going to win.
Yeah.
How? She's not going to be able to put the crown on her head. She's already got this giant headpiece.
But of course they don't. Oh yeah, how did they do that? At the
I don't even
end?
remember.
I think
They
they just
didn't-
gave her the scepter.
Yeah,
They
there
did
was
just give her the scepter.
Yeah.
Exactly. But when they film it, isn't that how it goes? Like they get down to the final 2.
Yes.
So that's where all the spoilers are.
Yes.
And then they kick everybody out, and then they film the ending?
They
or do they
filmed
film
both,
two endings?
No, they filmed 2 endings. They started doing that in season 6. They actually started filming all the endings. So when it was Bianca, Adore Delano, Courtney Act, and Darian Lake, they filmed, or no, it was just those 3. I'm sorry.
Okay.
They filmed all of those 3 winning, and they actually filmed a tie as well, so that there would be no spoilers. And so they kept doing that with all the queens.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So they filmed both of them winning.
Okay,
so,
and then how do the queens find out? Is it literally last night?
Yes, yeah. So they were at a viewing party, all 4 of them together. So of course, like Akira and Silky knew that they weren't
right.
part of it, but yeah, they don't know until it. And I remember seeing those little videos a few years ago and being like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I remember the first one I saw was Sasha. They're like, Sasha's watching, finding out that she won, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, she was there. And then of course I found out that they filmed alternate endings because the spoilers, whatever.
Okay.
So
Carly, you're so wise.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're the voice of all drag mothers.
I am. I really am. And the thing is, we keep talking. We need to be drag consultants when you talk about like camera angles, whatever.
Yes.
And our friend Ed and our friend Ian, we really need to make a drag consulting company because we really do have a lot of wisdom for the children out there.
It'll be an actual drag con. That's what it's gonna be.
Anyway, so
give me your money. We need $10,000 up front.
So they were at the Levi's flagship store in San Francisco.
I did see
night.
that. I was like, Levi's, go Levi's.
How fabulous is that? Absolutely. So then, when they're all sitting on the couch, Brooklyn knew she didn't win because when they were waiting for the moment, Brooklyn was looking at Evie with these beautiful eyes. So for me, Brooklyn has come full circle after the reunion because I did see a lot of kindness in there. There wasn't that coldness, and everyone goes through their shit or whatever.
Sure.
But yeah, it was really gorgeous when she saw you could just tell she had her hands on Evie. She was looking at Evie, she knew it was going to Evie, and yeah, so it was really, really, really cool. And it just is for there's been a couple sort of oddballs who've won, like Jinx, Monsoon, and Sharon Needles.
Oh, and we interviewed Jinx.
Shut the fuck up.
No, we didn't.
Oh no, we didn't interview Jinx. It was Tammy Brown.